Hi everyone, so as you know, sometimes I like to take you on an extra bonus walk. So this one is going to be around the churchyard at St John's the Baptist here in Smalley. It's got a couple of features that I'd like to show you at the beginning, and then we'll do a little tour around the graveyard itself. So this is the entrance leading up to the churchyard and to the church itself. And that's the preschool next to it. So the first thing you'll see when you come into the graveyard is the tomb here of the Reverend Charles Carey, who is buried next to the yew tree. It's a red granite tomb, and if you notice, it has a Latin inscription written on it, which when you translate it, it says, "Here lies the Reverend Charles Carey, who died AD 1908. I have come home to sleep in my mother's bosom." Now, if you notice, it's got some bells on the actual tomb itself. The significance of the engraving of the bells relates to the fact that he bequeathed money to the church to finance the building of the bell tower and the provisions of the bells. So yeah, it's quite interesting when you walk into the churchyard and the first thing you see is this tomb. So next up, we are going to have a quick look at this old yew tree. It's the main feature of this churchyard actually, and it's roughly 800 years old. One of its largest limbs, stretched westward, was detached by a great gale in 1846, and that's when the lower chain was affixed. And then we had another west wind during a fierce storm in 1850, and then a second strong chain was fastened round the tree a little bit above the first one, as you can see. So a bit of a history behind the chains that's worth talking about. So we'll just quickly talk about that before we move on. The chain was made at a blacksmith's forge opposite the church, and there's a story about this which concerns a man who obtained casual work with the blacksmith and helped weld the chain to fix it to the tree. The man didn't remain long in the blacksmith's employ and returned back to America, from where he had escaped after committing murder for plunder. He was recognised and hanged for his crime. So it's had many ropes and supports fixed to it over the years, and in 1978 it was trimmed and corseted with steel bands, which you can see. So I'll share the link to the website where you can get all the information on the church itself if you wish to read it. So we'll take one quick last look at the Reverend's tomb, and then we will get on with just having a walk around the graveyard. So I do hope you enjoy the rest of this upload. Let's have a little walk around. Check out some of these graves. William Cart, 1917. That one you can't read. And we've got a little crematorium section here, I do believe. A little memorial garden. Yep. Oh, fascinating with the bell tower at the back. Okay, let's have a wander around the other side. Try and skip past the graves. Got a lovely little garden up here. Roses on it. That's an old stone there. There's nothing on that at all. Can't read it. So look at this one here. This has piqued my interest. (1851). There's a few right next to the church, which obviously I can't read. Henry Richardson Smalley, late of Horsley Woodhouse, died in 1862, 69 years old. That's a big significant one, that. And his name is actually Henry Richardson Smalley. And you got William Harrison. More really old ones here. This is one with one of those fences that goes around it. Very interesting. There's nothing on this at all, but there is one with a sword on the one next to it. And that dates from 1886, I think, or was it 1836? I can't quite tell. But this one's quite an interesting grave. There's literally nothing on it though. In fact, you've got some more back here, you know, just buried under this tree. As well, you've got the modern graves over there, I should point out. 1879, Ann Potter. Okay, let's. Oh, there's another one here, look. There's a couple of them just dotted around under the. Let's go round here. Let's go round here. I hope you're enjoying this little walk. Checking out the gravestones. John Housley. It's quite a big graveyard this is. In lots of sections as well, I should point out. A couple at the back here as well. Okay, there's nothing to see around here, folks. Really. That's an interesting looking gravestone. I do find it fascinating, you know, when you see all different types of gravestones, because they've all got different meanings to the people that wanted them making. Obviously these are all very similar here. So yeah, what we'll do, guys, now, one with a cross, we'll head back up now, folks. Let's see if we can find. See if we can find the wife. I don't know where she's gone. Oh, there's another big tomb there. Not sure. Why? Is it that way?
You know what? There's a big bush there. Behind it is a gravestone. So we're going to check it out. To the glory of God, this stone was laid May the 23rd, 1912. Is this the old tower? I think it's a church tower, bell tower. Okay. Yeah, there's one here, look. There's two here, in fact they're just buried at the back. Wow, look at that. Just totally covered over. But you can't even make out what these say. These ones here. I'm not going to walk over because I don't like walking over people's graves. But yeah, like abandoned. These are not maintained at all. So yeah, fascinating. Right guys, I'm going to walk off now, away from the church. I do believe there's a service, so I'm not going to go in the church today, as the service will be starting soon. And then we've got the modern gravestones here, the new ones. So that's it folks, we're leaving now, we're leaving this churchyard. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you. Quite an interesting little walk around. If you just watched this and you enjoyed it, this little tour of the graveyard, subscribe to the channel and check out the playlist for churches that I've done. I've done some drone flights around churches, but I've also been into quite a few churches and done a lot of graveyard walks, so go check those out folks.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that, everyone. It was something a little bit different from my usual uploads. Please check out the playlist of churches as mentioned, as I have a few really cool videos on there, and subscribe for more. Thank you and goodbye.